Welcome to IST 301, the Introduction to International Studies. My name is Fritz Monsma, also known as Frederick. This course is meant for an introduction to the IS major. It will give you basic concepts that will come up many times in your future education. There will be some of you who are taking this for elective credit. Welcome to you too. I think we will do right by you. The course asks a number of questions that all educated people are interested in. And it will be serious work, but rewarding by the end of the semester. I'd like to say a word of thanks as we begin to my colleagues in the Social Sciences Department, particularly Dr. Joyce Samad and Dr. Tobin Hartnell. I didn't design this course. This is the first time I've taught it, but I had a very good time over the summer studying up and getting ready. I think they chose the material very well, and I was pleased to see so many important and fundamental questions come out in the readings. As I prepared for this semester, I began to see that it has something in common with the famous PPE degree from Oxford University, the philosophy, politics, and economics degree. This is famous because it produces many top-level civil servants in the UK, including regularly the Prime Minister, him or herself. And what that degree does is, besides teaching its subject and giving the students the knowledge they need, it teaches them resources for research and explanation. It teaches them how to process information quickly, how to be in that important class of individuals who are able to go out and read and assimilate information and explain it to others. And they learn this by doing it over and over again. And in a small way, that's what we're doing too. Each week has an article, not very long, not a tremendous amount of reading, but not a trivial amount either. And you will get good over the course of the semester at taking in this information, understanding it for yourself, and getting yourself ready to explain it to others. That's the goal. Not that I would tell you stuff, but that you would take the first step to read and understand and explain. And I'll be talking to you and helping you as I can all along. If you're watching this video, it means that you've found your way to our Moodle page. I hope you notice that top center there's a list of things to do to guide you through this first week. It starts as early as Sunday with our first live session. I've designed the course on a rhythm of weeks, in units of weeks. So if you get used to your responsibility every week, you will keep up and do just fine. There is a table here, a kind of schema that lays out how each week will go. Each student will meet twice during the week. Everybody comes on Sunday when we will have a basic discussion of the week's reading. Whatever, you should come prepared with whatever reading questions you need in order to understand what's going on. And each student will be involved in a tutorial. They will happen at different times. I'm going to break you up into small groups so that I hear from everyone. Everyone will be expected to take part in a small discussion. There won't be much room for lurking in the background and not taking part in the week's work. So along with those live sessions, there is also written work, which I will go to in a second. But one thing to note about the groups I've taken my roster at the moment and divided it up into a Tuesday group and a Thursday group. Those will meet on the named days during class time, but you will be responsible for coming to showing up to our live Zoom discussion on Sunday and on your tutorial day, which won't be the same for everyone. Now, writing, if you look at the weekly schedule in the participation column, there are a couple of online forums, one for your reading question. You start the reading over the weekend. The first week will be a little different because we don't have a weekend pass to work things up. But you'll do the reading over the weekend, and you run across words you can't understand, points that just don't seem to make sense. You find out something that you need to know in order to follow the article. There's a place for you to post your question. And this will be important just for the work of us all helping each other understand, but also for your participation grade. Not everybody has a good internet connection. Not everybody can show up and take part in group discussions. And those who can't will want to take these discussion forums, their post to the discussion forums very seriously. One good thing you can do is to help out other students post responses to other people's questions. There's a lot of merit and a proper amount of credit given for that. Later in the week, you will concentrate on what I'm calling the discussion forum, which is for higher level questions. For the reading questions, I won't start out. That's for you. You have to tell me what you need to know. I'm not going to ask you things to guide your reading. But for the discussions, I have higher order questions, the things that I think we should get straightened out, we should sort out in order to understand the articles. And you should post to them. My requirements are that you make one post before every meeting, at least one post. More is good, but at least one. And then you have extra time, Sunday night for the reading questions till Thursday midnight for the discussion questions, to add more. But one post before we meet, either for the Sunday reading discussion or for the more in-depth tutorial on Tuesday or Thursday, depending on your group. Make one post there. And then you'll have extra time to finish up if you find that you have more things to say after our discussions. And this is a big part of the class. You can download the syllabus from the Moodle page. You perhaps saw the link, and that gives a more formal and extensive explanation of the class and how it works. At the bottom of the second page, as you can see, there's a breakdown of the grade. We'll be doing oral exams. That seems to be the best way to go online. It will be a short but intense time of you talking to me about the articles that we read. Each exam will have questions on all of the articles that we've read since the last exam. So there's no big cumulative final. You'll be tested as we go. And the study guide for those orals will be the discussion questions that we posted. The first two items are written summaries. You will give me a 500-word summary of one particular article. This gives you a chance to go a little more in depth and to get your thoughts down concretely on paper, to show that you can write clearly and to express yourself. And finally, note that there is a heavy grade for participation, the weight, 30% for the participation. If you want to do well in this class, then you've got to be putting in the effort with the reading every week and getting ready for your tutorials. That, I think, is enough of an introductory overview. I will be on Zoom, available to you all on Sunday. We can talk over a few things we can study from the first reading and go over any other questions. But you should now click the link from the Moodle page for the first reading, The Student's Guide to the Study of History. There's a link at the top of the page and also down below in the box for week 1 on Moodle. You should read as much as you can before our session on Sunday morning. I look forward to a good semester. I'll be with you again soon.